we'd like to welcome you to the big waters of Lake Michigan and the Bay of Green Bay for the third stop of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour, presented by Progressive. The big story today is the Progressive Angler of the Year race. After 4 qualifying events, only the top 40 in points make it to the championship. This is Ranger Pro and current Progressive Angler of the Year, points leader Hunter Nitty.
Angler of the Year is definitely at stake right now. It's going through my mind like crazy. The nerves are actually starting to run, and I'm trying to keep them away. But it's you definitely got to play it safe a little bit, but you got to swing a little bit too, because these fish do not like to eat. There's an alewife hatch out there, and they're pretty tight-lipped.
For those still competitive in the Progressive points race, this is one of those events that could make or break a season. To kick things off, we're on the water with Ranger Garmin Pro Eric McCoy, who launched this morning in second in those coveted Progressive AOY points. Chasing fish on the move, he's putting his Garmin Live Scope to work. Maximizing his time, he's searching out and casting to viable targets. The Live Scope Plus offers improved resolution, clearer images, and better target separation.
We're utilizing the Garmin Live Scope pretty much all week. I haven't done any trolling yet this week, so it's been a lot of fun. This was the small one out of that school. So, yeah, 7-pounder here. So fish number 2. Yep.
That's 3 for Eric in a no-call event with a 3 fish per day limit. That's a big deal when there's such a tough bite.
That's what we came for. Green Bay Gold.
Moving on, we'll join Will Pappenfuss on the water. Wrapping up the 2023 season championship in third, he's racked up back-to-back top 10 finishes. Launching this morning, third overall in Progressive points.
We got 2 in the box right now. I've got probably about half hour, a little over, before we got to head back, but hopefully we're going to pop one more and keep us in the hunt tomorrow.
Let's head back to the scales for the day 1 weigh-in. Despite the challenges of the season, the Bay of Green Bay did not disappoint. Progressive points leader Hunter Nitty is on a mission. With a win this season on Erie, followed up with 7th on the Mississippi, he's sitting 7th going into tomorrow. 2021 Angler of the Year Drake Hurd sacked up 3 for 23 pounds and 12 ounces and 4th place. Ranger Pro Daniel Woodkey is a bona fide local stick. He's sitting in 2nd with 25 pounds, 14 ounces.
There's a good chance they probably won't be there tomorrow because the conditions are going to change. I mean, the bite right now is tough. The fish are moving. There's a ton of bait. There's a lot of transition, and we'll see what tomorrow brings.
Eric McCoy wraps day 1 in 3rd by bringing 23 pounds, 14 ounces to the scales. And it was Cabela's pro Kevin McCoy, Eric's dad and legend in his own right, ending day 1 on top of the pack with 26 pounds, 9 ounces.
Congratulations, guys. Hold a couple fish up here.
Here's a look at the top 10 on the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's leaderboard. Before we head to break, let's learn more about the importance of the Progressive Angler of the Year title and what it means to these anglers.
Really, Angler of the Year, it tells the story the whole season. And, the last few years, we've had unbelievable Angler of the Year battles where it's like, if you're not top 10ing the last couple tournaments, you don't have a chance to win.
That Progressive Angler of the Year title could be the biggest prize of the year, honestly. It's one of the biggest achievements of the year, for sure, and it's one of those titles that can't be replaced.
Gives you a little bit more drive, a little more concern to worry about points and not just swinging for the fence all the time, so it's changed the way you approach it a little bit.
It's the hardest thing to do in tournament fishing is to win Angler of the Year. That is the biggest prize there is. You could go out and win a tournament, yes, that is awesome. That's great. That's a huge accomplishment. But to win AOY is the biggest accomplishment in the tournament fishing for every circuit.
Welcome back to day 2 coverage of the third stop of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour, presented by Progressive. By all accounts, it's been a tough week with high winds and fish on the move that saw even the top anglers with 0 keepers in their live wells by midday. Let's head right to the scales and find out who was able to beat the odds. Progressive AOY points leader Hunter Nitty continued his season dominance, dropping a limit on the scales for 17 pounds and an ounce. He'll wrap the week in 4th. John Kopchak, straight off a 4th place finish on the Mississippi, locks up third here in Oconto. Jacob L. launched this morning in 8th, adding 21.14 to his total weight, giving him 42 pounds 2 ounces and the lead, with 2 anglers left to weigh.
That was a grind. Greg would understand being out there. It's just what we're doing out there. I mean, I'm not getting a lot of bites, very few bites. I actually had 4, lost one that got pretty close to the boat, never seen it, and then ended up making just a move about a mile and ended up getting the last 2. Contemplated for a second letting that 4.5 pounder go, and because I thought someone was turning on, I just couldn't risk it. So it was a long day, but it was a good one.
Out of Kewaunee, Wisconsin. Got a heck of a pedigree behind him, though. 23 pounds, 14 ounces yesterday. Eric McCoy, your pro angler. He needs 18 pounds, 5 ounces to take the lead. The scale locks in. 20 pounds even! 43 pounds, 14 ounces. Carson Wright out of Ellsworth, Wisconsin. He's going to sneak in and cash a check with 27.12. 15th place right now for your co. But man, you are leading. You're a bit hot right now.
Yeah, it's been a fun year so far. Yeah. It was took a little while to catch the first one this morning, but just kept our heads down and put the first one in the box at about 10:30, and then just kept rolling from there. I told Carson going out this morning, it's my short day today, so it's going to take all day to catch the last one, and I think the second fish came about 2 o'clock, and the third one came at 2:15, and we're supposed to be leaving at 2:20, so it was a special end of the day.
Let's bring up NWT Pro Danny Woodkey. He's got 25 pounds, 14 ounces in the box already. He will need 18 pounds and an ounce. He's going to be 10 pounds short because he's only got 1 fish. 8 pounds, 4 ounces, 8 pounds, 4 ounces.
And there you go. Ranger Garmin Pro Eric McCoy picks up his 2nd win on tour and cashes in on $112,000 in regular payout and an additional $14,000 in contingency money. On the co-angler side, Apple Valley's Ryan Moe picked up his 1st win on the tour, taking home $7,500 for his efforts. Checking the progressive points at the end of a tough 2 days of fishing, Hunter Nitti maintains his lead in the progressive points.
That was my job, was to come here. Not my job wasn't to come here and win. It was to keep my lead in the AOI, and that was my biggest goal. And that's all I've been thinking about every day and every day for the rest of the summer until if either I fall behind or it ends and I win it. That's all I'm going to be thinking about.
Give him a round of applause, Ryan Moe, Eric McCoy, your winners here in Oconto.
That's a wrap for the 3rd stop of the Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's National Walleye Tour, presented by Progressive.